Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. Today we will cover a CNBC interview about the auto show in Shanghai. We will look at that one, and we have more news coming from Fremont, from Texas. We're going to mention and talk shortly about the accident that happened. Furthermore, we have new pictures from Giga Nevada that look really promising, so finally some stuff happening over there as well. And of course, the auto show is really important because we had rumors before that Tesla might be unveiling a new car, the small car, but let's surprise ourselves if that is happening. And if you subscribe my channel, you give me support for my work, and I hope you follow me for my daily updates now. And let's start with the video and the CNBC interview. Just take a look what they think about the Chinese EV market, guys.
The Shanghai Autoshow shaping up to be a battleground for automakers looking to become the next big EV competitor to Tesla. Our Eunice Yoon joins us from Shanghai with more. Hi, Eunice.
Hey, Joe. It seems like everybody today was unveiling an EV, even companies that haven't been doing that so far, including GM and its Cadillac. The Cadillac made its debut with its EV Lyriq. Also, Ford featured its Mustang Mach-E, the Chinese version. The company said that it's going to be making that Chinese version here in China for the Chinese market. This is what the company said.
Ford has been around for 118 years, and the industry is going through a pivot now. And we feel that we are going to be as relevant in the future as we have been in the past.
The Chinese EV market, as you know, has been growing very fast. It's been powered mainly by Chinese car makers as well as Chinese startups that have been following the lead of Beijing's supportive policies. Tesla, of course, though, is a dominant player here. But outside of Tesla, a lot of the foreign players have been hesitant to really jump in on EV because they've been not quite convinced that Beijing's electrification drive was going to be met with consumer demand. Now, though, Beijing is pushing even more policies and measures, and also the market has become much more mature when it comes to EVs. So we're now seeing more and more foreign companies, Joe, jumping in, and that could reshape the EV market here.
Important market. They're not big numbers anywhere really right now for EV. We talk about it a lot based on just all the, I'm not going to call it hype, but the future is bright, obviously, but we're still, what is the number in, must be even smaller than it is here in terms of EV percentages in China. Eunice, do you know offhand? Is it 1%, 2%?
In terms of for the entire market?
Yeah.
I don't know the numbers right offhand, but the EV market has been growing very, very fast. And that's one of the reasons why, like Ford, they're talking about trying to compete on the high-end market, which is where we see a lot of the competition. They also have an EV called the Territory, which is for the more mid-level market. And then GM has an interesting strategy as well. Of course, now they have the Cadillac going after the luxury market, but they have a low-end model which kind of looks like a golf cart, but at the same time, it's been selling really well. It's a Mini that costs around $5,000, and so far, that car for the past 8 months has been outselling.
So guys, as you just saw in the interview really well, CNBC, the host here, had really no freaking idea what was actually happening in China. He had no idea how big the market is. And yes, it is not comparable with the US. But again, as I mentioned in my last video as well, the Chinese market and the European continent market are the two biggest market when it comes to EVs, and that's why Tesla has moved there, and that's the reason why other automakers deciding to bring products to China and EVs to China to do that. And as well, China will move further forward to go with the electric cars, so it makes a lot of sense for other companies to move in there as well. So again, it is just hilarious what the knowledge of some people is when it comes to talking about the Chinese EV market or the EV market in general. So guys, again, really interesting to see, and let's see if we have any big surprises coming from the auto show. Maybe Tesla unveiling any car, who knows if they would do that. We had rumors before in the past weeks that this might happen. It would be a really good way to do so. Looking at Giga Nevada, when you look at the difference, it's not really well seen at this picture yet, but I have a second picture. But we do see solar panels slowly evolving over the roof and finally getting ready to make it more sustainable, more green, this factory. And we do see that here in the second picture really well, that they have been continuing installing solar panels finally, as they predicted to do at the beginning when they launched the Giga Nevada. Diving into some more news by looking at Giga Austin, and thanks to Jeff Roberts as always. So we have numbers coming from Fremont here. In 2019, actually, in total, Tesla had 48,106 employees, and at the end of 2020 it was 70,757. So again, you see not only the growth rate when it comes to cars has influenced Tesla, but also the number of employees they have. Furthermore, 657 job openings for Fremont, so they are further expanding over there. It doesn't look like they're going to change anytime soon a location or anything which we might have looked for or thought about when Elon Musk had the issues in California. So again, they are further hiring people. Looking into Giga Shanghai, as we just looked at China's market, they are further expanding exports, even though they have so much demand in China. So exporting to Australia and even decreasing prices by some of them by around $4,600 and $5,000 when it comes to the Model 3. Again, it shows that they get more efficient and they are able to do the same thing that they did with Japan prices. They decreased the prices and that helped them to enter the market. So this is also good news for consumers in Australia. Furthermore, we have Wallstreet expecting earnings. The earnings call will be on the 26th of April if there are no changes, and they do expect a 79-cent profit per share, and this would be an increase to compared last year of 216%. Furthermore, we have the car crash that happened yesterday or the day before yesterday, I think, in Texas. It was supposed to be a car that was having no person inside, and it killed actually 2 people, if I'm right here. And I must honestly admit, today I read the news and Elon mentioned that the FSD was actually not supposed to be on, or it was not on, and that is what they could see. So there are a lot of questions still to be asked what is actually happening here. But I'm not gonna go into more rumors here. I'm just gonna see what the authorities find out, or the police is finding out in the investigation. And last but not least, guys, again, the numbers have been out there. 35,000 cars in the month of March for China. It really shows where the focus will lay in the near future. But I believe, looking at Giga Austin, that it will not take too much time till the market of the United States will pick up again once Giga Austin is in full speed producing cars. So I hope you liked my video, and I wish you all a wonderful day. Take care.